Hey guys, M13 here. This is for my Patreon. It's my birthday, and I just wanted to give you an update on my fast. It's been 3.5 days since I stopped fasting. I still don't feel 100%. Like this morning, I woke up and I jumped out of bed and I did 25 push-ups, no exaggeration, and then what? Oh, I don't know. I made breakfast and. My appetite's coming back slowly. It's taken a long time for my appetite to come back. I'm kind of eating even though I don't want to. I'm kind of like forcing myself to eat. Like, I'm just not hungry at all. It's so weird. You'd think after not eating for 7 days, you'd be like so relieved to be able to eat. No, you're not. Your body is just like, nah, we don't need food. Why are you eating? It's as difficult to start eating again as it was to stop eating in the first place. It's really interesting. Your body just gets used to not eating, and it's okay with it. So, yeah. Oh, so some interesting things. I realized that while I was fasting, my skin got better. Like, when my beard grows in, it itches. That's just normal. But for the whole week that I was fasting, I didn't shave, so my beard grew in, and it never itched once. My skin never went dry. It's winter here, so dry skin for me is just normal. I thought that was a normal part of winter in Taiwan. Your skin gets dry and red. It didn't get dry, it didn't get red. And then the 3 days that I've been eating again, my skin's actually gotten dry again. So it's like, maybe there's something that I'm eating that I'm allergic to, so I need to look at that. But yeah, everyone says your skin improves when you do it, and I noticed that. What else did I notice? There was a couple of things I specifically wanted to say. Oh, I quit coffee while I was, while I was fasting. I didn't drink coffee. I had my first coffee today. Holy cow. If you drink coffee every day, I feel sorry for you because you have no idea what coffee actually, the high that coffee actually gives you, because you're already immune to it. You're immune to the high. And this is the interesting thing about that is the studies have proven that like after you drink coffee for more than a few days in a row, then it does nothing for you. So you're just drinking it for the taste. But coffee does two things. One thing is it gives you a positive high, lots of energy. Like it's similar to cocaine. Okay, it really is. I've done cocaine. It's similar to cocaine. And then the other thing it does is it makes you more irritable, more nervous, It has like positive and negative. When you drink coffee every day, the positive goes away, but you keep the negative. So you're still going to be irritable, and there's really, if you drink coffee every day, you're just bringing out the worst in yourself. So that's one of the great things about a fast too. But a lot of people say you shouldn't quit coffee and start to fast at the same time, because then your body's dealing with two withdrawals. So it's smart to like quit coffee the week before you fast or something, because you get those caffeine headaches and whatnot. Actually, if you don't want caffeine headaches, you have to dial it back. 50 milligrams of caffeine per day. Like if you only do 50 milligrams of caffeine every day, then if you stop, you shouldn't get a headache. But if you're doing 150 milligrams per day, then when you stop, you will get a headache. So if you're doing 150, cut back to 100, then cut back to 50, and then cut back to 0. You're gonna miss it, but whatever. And then once you start the fast, at least you won't have the extra headaches. Yeah. Oh, this has been today it's my birthday, but it's also a depressing day because, okay, you guys know I'm in cryptocurrencies. I had a lot of Ether. I sold all my Ether last month. It was higher than normal, so I sold it. It's doubled since then. So I made money, so I can't complain, but if I just waited one more month, I would have made a lot more money. So it's kind of depressing. It's like every time I look back at Ether again, it's still climbing and climbing, and it's just like, oh. I lost out on thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Because I pretty much had my life savings in Ether. Like that's pretty much what I had. Like all my money in the world was in Ether. And then I cashed it out a month too soon. I'm an idiot. I should at least kept half in there. There was no reason for me to cash it all out. I didn't need all that money. I didn't need my whole life savings last month. I'm just an idiot. Yeah. Oh, I was talking with here's a negative experience. I don't know if that guy watches these videos or not. One guy was arguing with me about cryptocurrencies, saying they're all bullshit and stuff. and he was so losing the argument because he's like, oh, they're not real currency, and I'm like, well, you can buy stuff. You can go and buy a brand new car with cryptocurrency, so that kind of it does make it a currency. Oh yeah, but you can't, you can't go into any store with it. Yeah, well, you can't go into any store with Nigerian currency either. If you're in America, can you walk into a store with African, bills and buy something? No, you can't. So does that mean that Nigerian money isn't actual real currency? No, it just means you can't spend it in certain places. The amount of places you can spend Nigerian bills are actually very, very few. Just in Nigeria, it's a small country. But if you have bitcoins, you can spend those in any country in the entire world. So technically, Bitcoin is more real of a currency than most other currencies in the fact that it's global. So yeah. So anyways, and then he's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, it is a currency. Well, actually, he never said it's a currency, because people like this will never, ever, ever admit they're wrong, even when it's so proven. So then he goes on to say, well, do you realize that every time you make money off cryptocurrency, someone else is losing money? It's like you're stealing money from people. Oh, okay, so like if I put my money into gold, for example, and I invest in gold, and then I wait a few years and I make money on it, am I stealing money off people then too? And he goes, well, I never said to invest in gold. Okay, you own a house though, right? So if you buy a house for 100 grand, wait a few years till the market goes up, sell it for 150 grand, where'd that 50 grand come from? Doesn't that just mean you're stealing from other people? Oh, well, you still shouldn't, oh my God, it's like, don't argue with me, people. I'm smarter than you. I'm just smarter than some of you, most of you. Let's be realistic. Come on, guys. I'm kidding. I'm half kidding. Okay, I'm kidding like 30%. I'm 70% serious. Anyways, look at all these fruit. I'm here to get fruit juice because all I have in my house to drink is water, and I've been drinking that for the last. See, do you know why I'm high right now? Caffeine. That's why I'm high. This is a nice high, and I'm only gonna do it once a week. So I'll actually, if I drank coffee tomorrow, I'd get 70% of this high. If I drank it the next day, I'd get like 40% of this high. Next day after that, maybe 10-20%. If I drank it the next day after that, maybe 10%. 10% of this. That's because you get immune to it in a very short amount of time. But if you only drink coffee one day per week, you just pick one day, like every Saturday I'm gonna have a coffee. Every Saturday when you drink that coffee, you're gonna be high as a kite, and it's it's a pretty natural high, and it's not bad for you. Anyways, let's go in the cold room. My dog, by the way, is outside by herself waiting for me. Not tied up, nothing. That's how good of a dog she is. She gives me a scare sometimes though. Sometimes I go out and I don't see her right away, and I shit a little in my pants, and then she just appears. I've never properly lost her. Oh, I don't see any of the regular juices that I buy. Anyways, so it's my birthday, and thank you for my Patreon supporters. I wanted to make a video today just for you guys. And I thought you might like to see the Costco, and you got the people watch, which is always fun. Oh, may have So, talk to you later. What else is new? Anything new? Oh, I'm gonna meet with my son and my ex-wife today. We're going out for dinner. I had a Caesar salad for breakfast today from Costco, and I ate the chicken and I ate the cheese, and then I drank that coffee. So then I had a huge poop, and it all came out pretty normally. Point of the story is that I think my digestive system is fully up and running now, so I think I could eat anything I wanted at this point. Yeah, cryptocurrencies. That's the thing with cryptocurrencies. Even when you win, you lose. You know what I mean? Like, even when you make money, you're still going to be depressed because you're going to realize you could have made more. Oh, speaking of which, I had an altcoin. I sold it. I bought it. I sold it for 8 times. 8 times what I paid for it. I just checked on it now. It's 50 times higher. 50. So I lost out on 42 times. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got a phone call coming in. End of the video. Thank you guys for supporting me. Yeah, so I'm at the, I can add this on, this is my birthday video, right? Me and my son and his mother are at the mall. Went to the mall to eat dinner. My guest showed up at my house, and then he grabbed one of my scooters and came and met us here. This is a beautiful mall. It's outdoors, there's no roof. okay. There's still people in the world that imagine Taiwan is like some third world country, like Thailand or something. It isn't. It's people are wealthy. Couple of things I didn't mention in the video, or no, just a couple of afterthoughts as I was running home. There's the camera. The coffee, man. Holy cow, it's been over an hour since I drank it and I'm still going up. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm like, oh shit, what's the come down going to be like? Like, it's just, if I was on cocaine, it'd be about at this point where I'd be checking myself into a hospital for ODing. One coffee. A week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago, I could drink 4 coffees in a day and wouldn't do anything. One coffee, man. Detoxing and then drinking a coffee, pretty much equivalent to doing cocaine, and I'm not exaggerating. Yeah, no, I'm not. A small amount of cocaine would feel exactly like this. I've done a lot of cocaine in the past, and I've done crystal meth in the past, which is much 10 times stronger than cocaine. Whew. So yeah, it's crazy. What else? Oh, I didn't want you guys to think that like, oh, he's making cryptocurrency now and he's making money, we don't need to support him anymore. Well, you don't have to support me anymore, of course. But this is interesting. You know, a few years ago, I made all my money from teaching. Then I started doing YouTube, and then I was making a little bit of money from YouTube. And then my marriage was falling apart, and I was having like mental breakdowns, and my life was hell. So I wasn't able to teach anymore, but it was okay because at that point YouTube made enough to support me. So then I was living off of YouTube. And then my YouTube earnings started going, once YouTube started making changes to its algorithms, each time they changed it, it like was a kick in the balls to me. Like my income was like halving. So then pretty soon YouTube couldn't support me anymore. But that was okay because my tour business had just kicked up. So then I was, making a little bit of money off. Well, I was making about half and half. I was, YouTube was paying half my bills, and the tours were paying the other half. And now my YouTube's pretty much dead. But my tours have been doing good the last couple of years. But that's over. All my guests on my tours are from YouTube. And if my channel dies, common sense, everybody says, oh, don't worry, you're overthinking it. Your tours aren't going to die. So many people say that. And every time it's just like, dude, just spend 3 seconds of common sense and think about it. All my guests on my tours come from my YouTube channel. If YouTube dies, how could I possibly have new customers? As simple as that. So the only customers I'm getting nowadays, I think, are people that wanted to book my tour 2-3 years ago and they're only getting around to it now. But that's going to die out too. So my YouTube income has died. My touring income is about to die. But now I'm making some money off cryptocurrencies through a money manager. A lot of people are writing me for advice. Like, oh, what should I invest in? I don't know. I don't do it. I just give my money to this other guy. He does it. Occasionally I'll invest in coins, but I generally make mistakes there, so I'm not the right guy to ask. I know a little bit about cryptocurrencies, above average, but I'm far from an expert. So, yeah. But you know what? On the one hand, it sucks that I can never get past living check to check. But on the other hand, I'm really blessed because every time my income fails, I have a new income waiting for me every single time for like 7 years now. It's just weird. But it's weird how, and I've said it before too, like it's almost as if like God or fate or whatever doesn't want me to have more than a certain amount of money per month or something, because I can never, there's like a ceiling that I just can't break through. I've never once had more than X amount of dollars per month. Yeah, it's weird. Anyways, happy birthday to me, and thanks for supporting me.